I was looking through my Imperial Guard Codex trying to find the rules reference page. When I came across a stratagem that got me excited, Officio Prefectus Command Tank. Many regimental commissars prefer to bellow threats and orders from the cupola of a Lehman Russ battle tank.
Drive me closer! I want to hit them with my sword!
So in a rather mad idea, I am going to try and create a Commissar tank that plays propaganda music and inspirational lines. To do this, I bought a £5 wireless speaker from Poundland. I'm going to attempt to disassemble the speaker and put it in an eBay rescued Lehman Russ. So to begin, I need to take apart the speaker and see if the components would even fit inside the Lehman Russ. I pop off the speaker cover to gain access to the screws holding the back of the case on. Using a small Phillips, I undo these screws so that it will give me access to the speaker's circuitry. Once unscrewed, I can pop the back off. The speaker is pretty basic with three main components: the speaker, the battery, and the circuit board. Now I need to see if I can cram all of these inside the Lehman Russ. After finding a layout for the speaker components that fit well inside the tank, I glued the speaker in with super glue, being careful not to get any on the speaker diaphragm. The circuit board is held in place by the magnetic field of the speaker. The battery slotted nicely under the speaker at the front of the tank and will be held in place once the bottom of the tank is glued back on. Does it still work?
A great success!
Does look a little bit like I've made a bomb, but... With the speaker working, I glue the bottom of the tank back on with access to the circuit board still open. Now to begin work on an area for my commissars to shout inspiration or shoot encouragement at my troops. I cut a rectangle out of foam board using a hobby knife. This will form the platform for my commissars to stand upon. I check to see if the platform fits the back of the tank, and also if I can fit my two commissars comfortably on the back. Now I just need to add some support for the platform. To make the supports, I cut two more strips from the foam boards to act as the beams to hold it up. Using a pencil, I draw a grid pattern into the foam board. This is to give the flat surface some texture and the impression of metal. It will make painting it much easier. Now, using Yoo-Hoo glue, I add the platform and two supporting struts or beams to the back of the tank. I also glued on some bolters and a demolisher cannon so my commissars can deal out some punishment. Can you inspire men without flags?
Fun with flags.
So I add two Imperial Guard flags to the tank, trimming off the arms. I glued them in place using Stronghold superglue, which grabs and bonds insanely fast. Here is the tank so far. I think the commissars are missing some safety rails for their platform. We wouldn't want them falling off. I will do this using wooden matchsticks. I cut the matchsticks in half using a hobby knife. These smaller lengths will make the vertical framework for the railings. I glue these in place using a hot glue gun. I then glue longer lengths horizontally to form the rails. I do this all the way around the platform and leave an opening at the rear for access. Here I attach a small ladder made using the same process of matchsticks and hot glue. In order for the troops to hear the inspiring commissars, there needs to be some Vox speakers on the tank. I made these from a searchlight casing and cutting off the Vox speaker from an Imperial Guard backpack. I slotted the Vox speaker inside the searchlight casing and packed out the void with blue tack, or as I call it, the poor man's green stuff. Now the tank just needs a coat of paint, and then we can add the final thing, propaganda posters. I have gathered a range of imperial propaganda posters from the internet over the years for use on scenery. I print these off on normal paper and cut them out. I then give them a screw up and a bit of a tear to make them more worn, before I apply them to the model using Mod Podge. If you haven't used Mod Podge before, it's a great tool, in particular for terrain building, as it dries clear and with a matte finish, and it acts as a glue and a sealant. To blend the posters with the grime of the tank, I use a wash of Agrax Earthshade, applying this to the poster in streaks or patches. I also apply it to the rear of the posters to get rid of that bright white colour. With that, the tank is done. I made a custom sound file with some inspirational music and some Commissar quotes. I hope you enjoy the final reveal.
I want to hit them with my sword. If this one must die to push the rest of you, so be it. Strike true! This glory is the Emperor's! We are his worthy weapons! Let us show them imperial might! Follow my example, or I will make you one! Fix bayonets, guardsmen! Glory to the first man that dies! Take heart, soldier, for my faith is bottomless. I am behind you. Go forth with confidence. We are the dukes of our destinies, bestowed victory by our emperor. Be like General Tarsus of yore, bulletproof and free of fear. Take heart. There's glory in our pain. Draw strength from me, who shall never retreat.
Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback or suggestions for future content, let me know in the comments below. I release new videos every Sunday, so check back on Sundays to see what new nonsense I've come up with. And see you in the next video.